Hello, Raider Nation. Welcome to Raider 220, where we will talk about Raiders football and everything that's happening with the Raiders. Um, First off, this will be my first show. I want to give a shout out. Not that any of them know me. I don't comment. I watch their videos, though. There's a lot of good ones out there that have inspired me to try to do this. Hopefully, I will bring value. That's my main point or goal. Is being able to just talk Raiders because, like some of the other content creators, I'm not from the West Coast. I don't live in Las Vegas or Los Angeles or even Oakland. So I don't get to see. I got to watch from afar and appreciate from afar. So it's harder to come across, Raider fans where I live. So anyway, hopefully I can give you guys some value and maybe some different context of what it's like to be a Raiders fan who doesn't live with the Raiders. But back to the shout-outs and some of the people that inspired me. There's quite a few of them, and I'm hoping I name them all and don't forget any of them. Maybe I'll go back and edit this if I miss anybody and add them in there. But obviously, Docs ENT, graphic Raider, he's been very influential, and I've watched what he's done. Sat back and not only he didn't just lift himself up, but he's lifting others. I've seen him reach a hand out to Andy, Scout, even though Scout still hasn't started a channel. Hammer, he's helped. Wasted, I enjoy Wasted. Seems like a very intellectual brother. I do enjoy his content as well. Hammer, Andy, Samoan Raider, Sanji, Mitch from the Chat Sports. There's a few others that are out there, some up-and-comers I haven't got to check out yet. I did a Dirty Raider. I've seen Stu, obviously a former player. It's always great when he gets on with Docs. Those two chop it up. It's always entertaining. But anyway, first off, like I said, I just want to go back and talk about some things that are going on right now. Hopefully, I can bring some different insight or a different look, a different perspective on things. That's one of the things I think Wasted does very well. He comes from a different perspective. Not that he's right or wrong, just it's different, and I can appreciate that. So right now, it's kind of been quiet. Obviously last week we signed Davante, Chandler Jones, and the list goes on and on. I mean, we've been talking about it, or they've been talking about it, other Raider content creators, and it's great. But right now it's kind of slow. Haven't heard anything. I think where we're at right now, obviously we still have holes in our roster. At least the way I see it, I think we can go into the season the way we are on offensive line, but I'm not comfortable with it. Illuminor possibly could be there. I think, like most Raiders fans, we're not too confident in Brandon Parker protecting Carr or being his car insurance. Don't get me wrong, but it's like the General or Geico is kind of seems like a little cheap. I'd like to get a little better insurance for Carr. Other than that, obviously the receiving core, we've added Davante, which is the best receiver in the game, if not top three at worst. Henry Ruggs is gone, but Brian Edwards can be there to replace him as the number 2, and obviously the slot machine, Hunter Renfrow is always clutch. Then you get Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, Brandon Bolt. It just goes on and on. It's just amazing the amount of options that Carr is going to have this year. Even though people still want another receiver, eventually, there's only so many balls that can go around, and so I don't know that we need another receiver. I think we're good outside of maybe a right tackle. On the defensive side, we've gotten a couple linebackers. I think they're kind of the under the radar signings, not big names anyway. We've also got on Rocky Sin, Anthony Everett, and seems like we got another corner, but we've addressed the corners. We could always use Gilmore, obviously. Honey Badger as a safety would be nice, but we did just sign Harmon. So I don't know that we have to have him, but obviously it'd be nice. It'd be like a cherry on top. Defensive tackle, we've added Bilal Nichols and another Billings, Andrew Billings, I believe. I feel like he's just depth. I don't really feel like he's going to be a starter, a rotational piece, So I think defensive tackle is something we could also address. Linebacker, we could add one more. I mean, there's always room for one more on the linebacking court because we haven't had great linebacking play in a long time. So if they see somebody out there that they want, go get them. Maybe they'll, help us out. Denzel Perriman did really good for us last year. Not a great coverage linebacker, but he is a thumper. He'll come down and knock someone out. So that's nice to have. But anyway, that's just a quick recap of so far the offseason. First time I've ever done a live or a video, so I was a little bit nervous. Try to get better at this every day. That's my goal. But you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I hope you guys appreciate it. You see something in here that maybe you can latch onto and start vibing with me, and I can get a live show going once I get 1,000 subscribers. But the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step, and this is it. So here I go, guys. Thank you for your time.